Common prosperity policy is a state led push to reduce inequality and reorient private wealth towards social goals, implemented through prioritizing raising incomes for low income groups, expanding the middle class, and curbing super high incomes, and cracking down on black market. It's one of Xi's most repeatedly emphasized policies in hopes of achieving this by 2035, fully concretizing it by 2050. Zhejiang province was declared a pilot zone in 2021 for this policy, with targets starting to show success now in narrower income gaps between urban and rural areas, higher wages, and more public housing and social spending. Common prosperity is also having a positive effect on China's environmental regulations, also in Zhejiang and beyond. Environmental agencies were once weaker political actors in China, usually ignored by local governments or companies with strong political connections. But agencies like Central Leading Small Group on Ecological and Environmental Protection Supervision, they now have more authority to push far stricter environmental policy and carbon reduction measures. Radical changes happening in the housing market also, which was highly decentralized in China since the 90s. But in 2016, Xi proposed that houses are for living in, not for speculation. Over the following years, the CCP and central government adopted a wide range of policies to regulate the housing market. Across China, the CCP implemented new rules on anti monopoly, data, and financial risk. Since 2020, they've been doing regulatory sweeps, heavily fining and cracking down on real estate, tech, and finance moguls and enterprises like Chinese fintech multinational Ant Group and platforms like Alibaba in order to align with the common prosperity agenda. This sudden policy pivot showed that party priorities can and will override private profit. Tech founders and investors have become more cautious now, with sudden divestments and CEOs stepping back and a new emphasis on compliance to common prosperity, because if they don't, the CCP will fucking arrest their ass. The seeds were first planted in 2017 when Xi declared before China's Congress that they were entering a new era, beginning a shift from the opening up period of internationalization and market reforms that started under Deng and brought rapid but unbalanced economic growth to China. She has repeatedly instructed party institutions to study and adapt Marxism and elevate Marxist education as strategy. Commentators and scholars have noted the reinsertion of Marxist vocabulary, a drive to reassert party control over private firms, like having CCP branches and companies, and a framing of wealth redistribution as a socialist requirement.